Okay, class, take a look at my paper example. Remember, we're writing a character analysis on one of the characters from the Crucible. We're trying to prove how one of these characters influenced the outcome of the play. So this is an example of my thesis statement. Cheever condemns his friend and people of Salem by blindly following the court's orders. And I've already generated a list of ideas that I can remember from the play. In the poppet scene, he condemns Elizabeth. That proves my thesis. He condemns John Proctor in the play when he accuses John Proctor of ripping the warrant, which is true. He does do that. He has a line in the play that he's the clerk of court, and I'll prove that he feels entitled, and that is how he's blindly following the court's orders, and so forth. So anyway, I only need 3, but I've generated a number of them. And down here, I have established my first paragraph. Every paragraph is going to have a transition, a topic sentence, a lead into the quote, a citation, and analysis. I'm mostly interested in the analysis. Okay, so transitions are words like firstly, another. If you Google examples of transitions in papers, pick what sounds good to you. Right? How do you speak? How do you write? So let's see. Let's scroll down and look at some examples. All right, these are some examples of transitional words. Also, in the same way, first, second, third, right? These are all transitional words. Mine is the first example. Now, the topic sentence is what the entire paragraph is about. So my first example is that he condemns Elizabeth. That is the thing that proves the thesis. So Cheever condemns Elizabeth when he discovers a needle in the poppet. The whole paragraph is about Cheever condemning Elizabeth. The lead is going to tell us when we are in the play, who's talking, where are we. So this is the lead. In Act 2, Cheever visits the Proctor's home and says, and then I have my direct quote. This is literally taken word for word from Arthur Miller's play. And it happens on page 73. If you turn to page, 75. It's page 75. If you turn to page 75 in your book, you'll see the quote says, I find here a poppet Goody Proctor keeps. I have found it, sir, and in the belly of the poppet a needle stuck. I tell you true, Proctor, I never warranted to see such proof of hell, and I bid you obstruct me not, for I don't need that whole quote. So I just started in the middle of the line, and then I used an ellipsis to excise the part of the quote that I don't need. And then there's no period here, and 75 is the page number in parentheses. Period goes after the citation. The analysis is the discussion point. That's where you get to explain how does that prove that he condemns Elizabeth. So you got to break down the quote a little bit. You got to use your own words to explain how does that mean that he is condemning his friends. How is he blindly following the court's orders? So this is an example of my analysis. Every student could write the same character analysis using the same character and the same quote, but the analysis is what makes the paper different from everybody else's, because it's how you explain it that is so important. So this is an example of my analysis. If I were to take out these headers like this, This is what the paragraph. I need 3 of those for the body of your paper.